Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. So, this is our second half of Geology Week, where we're basically hunting big rocks rather than monsters. We just did Basarios last episode that... I mean, what else can I say? It was pretty brutal against the poor Basarios. I was not expecting it to be... Oh, do I even want to make this brutal? Yeah, I'm going to make this brutal too. Like, this Plesioth Heavy Bowgun just shredded that poor Basarios, and I'm guessing these poor Gravios were going to go up against for even in this hunt-a-thon? Oh god, it's a hunt-a-thon, so they're going to be even weaker than they normally would, because it's a multiple monster hunt. Okay, I'm going to have to... I'll probably ration my ammo, but we're just going to see how brutal this gets for the poor things. Once you do have a bowgun that kind of fits with your style, you can just decimate with it. Like, it's not even funny the amount of stuff you can pull off. I mean, 3 Ultimate was a prime example of once we got... What bowgun was it that I was doing really good with? I can't remember if it was... Oh! Actually, we're going to be up against Gravios, not in the Volcanic Hollow. I'm surprised at that. Okay, so is the big guy here? Yeah, it's a 10-4. He's definitely here. Hey, Gravios. Yeah, you're a lot bigger than your little form. Still got the very long roar lock, though. Kind of worried about how that might play into it, because those roar locks, back in these days, could be very punishing. Oh, and you're actually... much more difficult to dodge from your charges. Oh, shoot. I meant to try getting the crouching fire, and that backfired a bit. So I should remember, too, that this guy... I don't know if he's going to hit as hard at... Probably will hit as hard as, like, Celtis Queen was hitting, but it's more... Yeah, that's what I need to watch out for. And thankfully, he didn't go skirting along the wall to me there. Oh. Okay, you know what? Let's work at maybe the Pierce 3s. Like, I want to break the underbelly, but I think that's going to be a bit hard to do. Ooh. Thank you, Evasion +2 there. Oh, okay, never mind. There's the underbelly already, well, kind of broken. I think there's still one more break we can get to that. And then I think there's even the head he can... Oh, almost got the roll through him. And then you guys, you should be the healing palico back on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so they're doing their little thing. I just gotta survive long enough for that to get off. There we go. Not quite full health, but again, it saves you on healing items having these 2 along. And let's try and... Yeah, see... Alrighty. Yeah, I think in G rank that's going to be a pretty bad roar to be caught by. Oh, actually, I gotta switch out, because, again, I want to try to ration my ammo out, considering the... I've got to go for at least one more after this guy. But depending on how quick it goes, I might even go for a 3rd on this episode. I feel kind of bad that the Basarios episode was as short it was, but sometime... Oh. Yeah, I think I will be able to go for, like, 3 Gravios. This guy's already limping his way out of here. Sometimes the episodes can actually just be that short, and again, I was very surprised at just getting my hands onto the Plesioth and seeing how powerful it is with this last upgrade I got for it. Because this was the upgrade that needed the Celtis Queen parts. Try to get out away from that tail. Oh, got stuck on the pillar. That actually kind of works out for... Jeez. I think I found my new powerhouse. Like, that was... Actually, let me check. How long was that? 4 minutes. 4 minutes to put down one of these Gravios. Oh, you dumb Genprey. Try and get me poisoned, too. Yeah, you guys smack each other around a bit. I'm just going to carve this guy up. And how much ammo did I go through? So that was 25 shots of water 2, 31 of Pierce 3, and 18 of Pierce 2. Not too bad, and I think I am going to have to go for 3 just to try to get a decent length episode. I'm wondering... Should I stick with Pierce 3 to start, or should I go with the water? I mean, elemental weakness, Gravios has a tremendous one to water, so that can help to definitely soften parts up first. But I feel like if I'm going to... It might be better to use this to get the belly broken first, and then maybe I can use water on the head, so I can try getting a break there. Oh, lordy. Might as well start into him. Yeah, so you're going to do your big roar. Actually, that kind of worked to avoid the really long lockup that happens. That worked out pretty well trying that. Okay, let's see what you got next. Yeah, some of his charges are a bit weird. I wonder if it's... like, distance has a little bit of an impact for when he tries doing more of, like, his homing ability, or his really focused-in charge, where he can drift really far to, like, turning on you. And again, evasion +2, very nice to have on this set. Ow. Did not help there when I was airborne, though. Nope, out of that quickly. Okay, not a lot of health back, but I'll take that in the opening it got. Oh, thank you. Okay, that's what I like to see. Nice top up there. Yeah, you know what, just to kill this ammo type off, let's just use this last one up. I think water was actually, like, more effective than the Pierce 3s. Or maybe not. I say both kind of put in a good bit of work since we got that break there. You know what, maybe what I'll do is, because I still have, like, all my Pierce 1s untapped, let's switch to Pierce 2, bring this down to, say, 20. And then we'll use some of the Pierce 1 so I can get a third... Probably can get a third Gravios hunted in. Ow. Jeez. Gotta be careful with some of the uh-oh. Get some distance on him. Prefer not to get crushed by the living mountain. And yeah, his beam's a pretty narrow cone, so at least that's fairly easy to dodge out of there. I'm trying to remember. No, he's not in Rise. I was going to say, what's he like in Rise? But no, only Basarios is there. Oh, wow. So, even rationing the ammo a bit like I did, man. Would never have suspected, like, Gravios to be this squishy, even as a hunt-a-thon. Well, I mean, it's going to be a lot of materials, and I do have a heavy bowgun I can try get an upgrade from him. He's actually got kind of that neat one where it looks like it's like a... sort of like the Plesioth Heavy Bowgun in a way. Where it looks like it's got more of like a traditional gun stock, but then the... what? Lord, I still haven't even tapped into Pierce 1s! And I still have... Holy crud. Oh, okay, somebody... Thank you. This is where pellet shot does come in handy in the old games, though, is dealing with these little annoying guys. But I was going to say, kind of got like the barrel and a oh, come on, get out there. And above it, more like a monster, or basically strapped a monster to the gun stock. Like, it's probably one of my favorite looks for, like, bowguns in general, is when it looks like a mini version of the monster. So let's try water start with again, and yeah, we can take another one of these guys down. I'm kind of curious to see what the armor might have in store, too. Because skill-wise, I think it might actually be some decent gunner skills like reload speed and recoil that get affected. I don't think it's going to give both, like, improvements. Oh, actually, I think this is one of the first times we've gotten a very close-up view of a Nahabra. Because the weird thing is, when you look at it, you almost feel like the red part is like its head, but really it's just the small little circle in the middle there that's the face. Oh, thank you, Runa. Uh-oh. Ow. I was trying to figure out the timing to try to dodge, but did not get it at all. Thank you, too, for the top-up. That's always appreciated. Yeah, this is why, as gunner, the healing ones are probably the one I would suggest going for the most. The trap palicos can be helpful, but then when you have the capture quests, you do need to be careful about them trapping or laying down traps for the monsters. Because, again, there's a diminishing return, and if too many have been used up, then the traps, you can't capture it, really. Unless, I think, maybe if you were to use a different style of trap. Like, if you use up all your shock traps, I don't know if it has an impact on how long the pitfall trap would last then. I've never actually thought about that before. I feel like different trap, it would keep, like, the different, oh, there we go. Chest's already broken. What was I saying? If it is a different trap, it would have different, like, effect times or effective durations to it. Okay, yeah, so it seems like more, if you want to try to avoid Gravios' charges, don't start, like, moving to the sides too quickly. You almost want him to have rear back first, and then let him do his charge. Because that way, I guess he's, like, more locked on, so he doesn't seem to, like, drift on some charges. I actually can't tell if he's going for me or he was going for Runa there, because that looked like pretty square on for her. Okay, another roar, but I'm guessing you've got to be pretty weak now. Well, maybe not that weak, considering you ran through that pillar. But yeah, once you can get Gravios' underbelly exposed, it's really just hammer on that and it'll be down in no time. And thank you, Evasion +2. Certain moves, I don't know if it's because they're so quick, they're easier to get, like, the invincibility frames that the Evasion +2 adds. Or it's just easier to time them out, but... Nope. Okay, I think that was actually a second belly break. Yeah, so this will probably... At least it's better time than the Basarios hunt was. But yeah, this will be a bit better. We'll take this one down, and then we'll go back, preview the gear, see about that heavy bowgun upgrade, and end the episode off with that. Next week, I think we basically... If we're going off the poll, I think we only have Tigrex and Rathalos to do from it. I think they were the last options to, like, clear out. Oh. Well, managed to knock down a mountain. Or, I guess technically Volcano, given all the stuff that he's able to... Yep, I killed a Volcano. Because of all the heat beams and that, it definitely makes it a little bit more... sense to call him that. Yeah, we'll carve everything up as long as these guys aren't too annoying. God, leave me alone for a little bit. As long as they don't paralyze me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I gotta admit, the little guys are pretty annoying. I'm trying to remember, I think it was World, and they've carried it through in World, Iceborne, and Rise, that after you have killed, like, a large monster, even if you're in the area with small monsters, they kind of leave you alone to get your carves. I think even the large monsters, at least in... I think maybe even in Rise they do it too, is where if you do get a large monster kill, and there's another large monster still in the area, they basically, like, walk out of the area or leave you mostly alone. I gotta admit, it's a nice quality of life thing to get after dealing with stuff like this happening, where you get a Genprey pack on you. Or Genprey. Gen or Gen? I actually don't know now. Is that like Gaiaprey or Geoprey? Sometimes pronunciation on the names would be a bit nice, although there are still some I will die on certain battles fighting that's not how they're pronounced, such as it's Tigrex, like tiger, not Tigrex. And Rajang or Rajang? I'm actually not sure on that one, but yeah, it's Tigrex in my opinion, not Tigrex. That's like saying tiger. It's tiger. Or should be. But we'll see all the materials we got for the rewards. I didn't actually get the side quest. I'm not sure what I would have had to do to get the shiny. Maybe if I had gotten like a mount off. But yeah, so quest complete, we'll head back. I'm definitely going to be using this bowgun for a lot of hunts going forward though, because as much as you'd think Pierce 3 Crouching Fire should have a long recoil to it, not at all. You can really just shred with it. Not that generous, if I'm honest. Like, oh, especially getting shells. No. God, just give high rank materials and high rank, please. Something I've always had issue with for Monster Hunter. Gravios on high rank expeditions. And no new large or small. Okay. I guess maybe because I had to farm for the village version of the bowgun. Or the other village quest that I didn't get anything really new there. Okay, let me start with the heavy bowgun, because I think I'll probably use more. Like, I really don't think I'll ever go to a set that doesn't have the evade distance anymore. Okay, I actually got pretty close just from that hunt. I've got all the carapace I need, I just need a wing and an inferno sac. But yeah, as I was saying, its design is more like the Plesioth, where kind of like more traditional gun-looking stock to it, and then the front end of it is... more like monster... where, again, like the armor, stuff like that to it. But I think, yeah, that's the only thing I think I needed the materials there for. Let me just take a quick look at the armor. Here we go. Actually, it looks like, I wonder if the only material you really get in high rank are the carapaces and the inferno sacs, because, I mean, the wings are something we still seen. Recoil and defense and stamina. So it improves your recoil, but I think that's about it. Oh, there's the cap. Yeah, kind of interesting. Soldier-like cap in a way. Recoil, defense. It does have some loading in it, but I don't think it's going to be enough to actually get the skill procced. Yeah, it seems like that might be all it really takes is... Oh, there's the big Gravios buckler arm. Yeah, it seems like the only thing it really... gains for like material-wise are carapaces and the inferno sacs, so at least he's an easy one to farm if you do want his gear. But with that, I think we're good to wrap up this episode right here. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode of Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. If you did like the video, be sure to give a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in comments right down below. Until I do see you in the next video, those survivors and hunters, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.